There's a fine balance between responsibility and solidarity, and the Dublin regulation tries to be it for the countries where migrants seek refuge. For the migrants, the European law is often what keeps them on or off the bus to shelters. But what does the Dublin regulation really say? Exceptions aside, it stipulates that the EU country where a migrant first enters is responsible for that person's asylum request. For the migrants and refugees, the hitch is that every EU country has its own rules. Some are more or less accepting. Pure geography means that southern and eastern European nations are the main entry and thus request points. With people and countries balking at the injustice and the overload, what to do about the so-called Dubliners has become a bitter policy fight.
The Dublin Accords are void because without a unified European asylum system, we're naturally in a situation where each nation passes the buck and where it's the migrants that bear the cost of this political fight.
Already altered in the past, the Dublin regulation is currently in its third form. But after 2.5 years of tense debate, is a Dublin 4.0 around the corner? Bulgaria drafted a proposal that would create financial incentives for welcoming nations and extend the duration of their responsibility. But it was quickly altered by southern member states. And now the clock is ticking. There's a self-imposed deadline of the June 28th EU summit, before Bulgaria, currently at the helm of the EU presidency, passes the baton to more conservative Austria. Countries like Hungary have already made their anti-immigration status clear, which means that if the regulation is successfully altered, it's likely to pass by a qualified, not absolute majority, and to become fodder for many right-wing parties. For now, the EU is still deeply divided on immigration, and the migrants remain in limbo.